All right, look, I was hesitant to make this video at first. You know, typically YouTubers and cryptocurrency, including myself, we avoid short-term decisions or short-term price predictions because of obvious reasons. This market is pretty much unpredictable. But I decided to take a step out of my comfort zone. Look, most cryptocurrency YouTubers, we're all on par with the, long-term price prediction of Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. We all know Bitcoin's gonna go to like, 100K or 288K in 3 to 5 years time. But what about short term? Look, I'm gonna put my reputation on the line. I'm gonna call 6 altcoins to double or increase by 100% within the next 7 days, 14 days. I can't give you a specific time frame, but it's gonna be short and in the next 30 days or so. Keep watching. There's 2 major reasons why making this video is extremely dangerous. 1, most of you are just not prepared. Obviously, all the videos I make are not financial advice and you shouldn't take it as so, but I'm not dumb. Most people just follow it blindly and will just go follow the exact trades that I make at the exact time, at the exact numbers, blindly cross their fingers and hope the number goes up.
I got a $100 check from my grandma, and my dad said I need to put it in the bank so it can grow over the years.
Well, that's fantastic. A really smart decision, young man. We can put that check in a money market mutual fund. Then we'll reinvest the earnings into foreign currency accounts with compounding interest, and it's gone.
This is just a sad reality of my business. I can't spread positive information without people abusing it. But I'm gonna take responsibility for that and I'm gonna show you exactly how to put in stop losses. All right, guys, so this is gonna be a quick, lazy, easy tutorial for my people that are lazy, don't do their own research and wanna just blindly follow people on the internet. At least do this so that if I'm wrong or anybody else is wrong on the internet, these YouTubers and stuff like that, you can at least save your money. I'm just trying to force people's success at this point. There's no point of me complaining about people, not doing their own research on the internet. I'd rather just take responsibility for it because I do understand that I'm a cryptocurrency educator. So really quickly, let me just show you guys something. So in your case, it will be an altcoin versus BTC. It won't be ETH versus BTC because Ethereum is not the coin I'm talking about. Yes, Ethereum's still a good buy, but obviously we're talking about 6 different altcoins. Now, if you're doing your math and your profit taking in USD, you're doing it wrong because why? USD is depreciating. They're printing it to oblivion, right? You should always compare all of your altcoin games to Bitcoin. Why? Because if you're not making more money than Bitcoin, you're wasting your time. You'd be better off just holding Bitcoin. So I calculate all my profits in an appreciating asset, which allows me to basically get like 2 times the profit. If you guys understand what I'm saying. If you don't understand what I'm saying, you got to really take a step back, man. You guys are dealing with the most volatile market on the earth, and there's some sharks out there will take your bag. They will take your money in a heartbeat. You will lose it all, and you'll be very emotional, and you'll be, it'll have a negative experience, and then you'll stop cryptocurrency, and then cryptocurrency will boom, and then you'll feel even worse because you stopped it, before the bull run. I do not want any of that to happen, but I'm rambling. But let's say hypothetically you're trading your altcoin, because the altcoins I talk about, they will all have Bitcoin pairs, okay? They will all have Bitcoin pairs. Now, they might not be on Coinbase. They might be on like Binance or something like that, or a different exchange, and you might have to go look for it. Again, if you don't know how to do that, I don't recommend you getting too hard into cryptocurrency. But yeah, definitely find them and compare them to BTC. In this case, I'm just doing it here because it's much easier, but they all look the same. It all works the same. So let's say you wanted to buy it. So in this case, we're talking about ETH versus BTC. So when the market looks like this and it's green and it's going up, that means Ethereum is taking off in this case. If it's going down, that means Bitcoin is taking off and taking dominance, right? So in this case, you can see that we actually called it right here. I called this on my YouTube channel for free. Ethereum took off. I made a whole bunch of money on this. And then I actually sold some here for Bitcoin. And now Bitcoin's taken off, right? So Bitcoin's taken off. So in this case, again, this is not USD, guys. So it doesn't matter. In some cases, Ethereum and Bitcoin and USD value will take off, but you will see this go down, because Ethereum's not doing as well as Bitcoin, if that makes sense. Hard to explain, but you definitely should read up on this if you guys don't know what I'm talking about. So if you want to switch an altcoin for Bitcoin and put a limit order in, okay, this is all you have to do. So in this case, we're buying Ethereum, right? So we put a buy order form, limit. If you want to do market, that just automatically executes, but this is a limit order. You put a limit order in, right? Let's say you want to buy 1 ETH, right? Or 1 coin, that I'm talking about, right? The limit price, we do it in Satoshis. Remember I told you I calculate in Bitcoin. So in this case, let's say you wanted to buy it like right now, you would do 0.03109, 0.03109. Okay, so right there, you place the buy order, boom. I'm not going to do it because I don't want to buy it right now. But let's put the buy order a little bit lower. So let's say hypothetically, you think this is going to go lower. You think Bitcoin's going to take over, and then you want to buy down here or something like that. So let's do 0.028, right? If I do 0.028, the order won't go through. 0.028. So if I press buy order like there, you can see that the order's in there, right? And it hasn't filled yet. But once the price comes down and touches that moment, it will automatically fill. Okay, that's the beauty of this, is you don't have to really watch the market. You can make your prediction and then move forward without looking at it too much, right? Now in this case, I'm not gonna do it, so I'm just gonna cancel the order. Okay, so what I wanted you to do is actually put in a stop order. Stop order are really cool because you can actually anticipate the fall. So let's say hypothetically I'm wrong, or some cryptocurrency YouTuber's wrong about their price prediction, because most of us are. It's a really unpredictable market, right? Let's say, hypothetically we're wrong, the Bitcoin dominance keeps going down. Now, obviously my premise, and you'll see in this video, is that I think that Ethereum is gonna keep going up. And I think the top 100 altcoins are gonna take more dominance. I think it's gonna keep going like that. That's like kind of the whole reason why I'm making this investment, and you guys should know that. But let's say hypothetically Bitcoin keeps taking off, and then we see it fall even more, right? And you already purchased. Let's say you purchased the coins, and I'm like, oh man, Bitcoin's taking off, I'm losing money, right? So what you could do is cut your losses automatically. Personally, I don't have these orders in because I watch the market and I'm willing to stick it out. But if you don't know what you're doing, put this limit order in, please, because it will automatically get your Bitcoin right back and you'll only lose a small amount. All you have to do is put a stop limit. Now, how these work is it's kind of like a trigger event. So stop price basically means at what price do you want this order to go in? So a limit order, you automatically just put the order in. You see the order's there. Let me cancel it. The order was there, right? It just automatically in. In this case, there is no order until it hits this stop price, right? So let's say hypothetically I wanted to, put the order in. Let's say hypothetically when it hits this 0.028. So when it hits 0.028 Satoshis, and in this case we're not buying, right? Because we're selling. In this case, we'll actually have the coin already. So in this case, we're selling our Ethereum back to BTC, which in your case would be selling the altcoins I talk about in this video back to BTC. Does that make sense, guys? So you'll put in the price of Satoshis where you want to put the order in. So it would trigger the event at 0.028. And then in this case, you're gonna sell whatever amount of coin you want. Let's say I wanna sell 1 Ethereum, and then it'll actually put in the order for the price. So let's say it triggers here, 0.028. It triggers here, around here, right? And then it puts an order in for what? Let's say you want to put the order in a little bit further down, 0.027, 0.027, just like that. So it triggers at 0.028. It puts the order in. You'll see the order pop up in here. You'll sell 1 Ethereum at the price of 0.027 in that order that will pop up here. So you press sell order. So it says, look, the order might not fill immediately. It won't, because why? It has to hit the trigger event. So in this case right here, the order's not even in. Let me just go through it one more time. So what this is saying right here is that it will actually trigger the order at 0.028. So let's say the price keeps going down. Oh man, Alex is wrong, Alex is wrong, Alex is wrong. Boom, it hits 0.028. The order is put into the book, right? The order's put into the book, and then it keeps going down because Alex is wrong, Alex is wrong. It hits 0.027, and then the order's actually executed. Boom, you automatically sold without even thinking about it. You lost a little bit in comparison to losing a lot if it keeps going down, because I have a strategy and I have a whole entire system. I don't care if it goes down, and you guys don't have that system, at least some of you. So I just wanted to make you guys aware of exactly how to put limit orders in, just in case, to just kind of cover your butt, and I could take responsibility for everything. 2, the short time frame is very, very, very specific. Cryptocurrency is pretty much unpredictable. And me coming out here publicly and putting my reputation on the line is a risky play. I have to be very particular with my decision. Keep in mind, like, I'm putting my short time frame, so it's kind of putting me in a box. Usually when I make a trade, I'm comfortable with holding these coins for a very long period of time. But again, like I said in my last, Ethereum 2.0 price prediction video, I'm not gonna let what some smart guru guy on the internet thinks of me, affect my decision to go out there and take some risks. I think people are gonna judge me by my ability to grow, to evolve and take risks on a consistent basis, and try to help people as much as I possibly can. That's just the truth. And then obviously my ability to preach valuable information. And I'm sure that's a big reason why a lot of you watch in the first place. All right, let me give you specifics. So just to be very straightforward with you guys, every single coin I'm purchasing in this video, I already own, and I already purchased way cheaper than I'm purchasing it today. So just keep that in mind, that I'm already in profit with these coins, and you have to take that in consideration with your own strategy, right? All the coins I'm currently purchasing, yes, I'm putting a short time frame on it. I do think they're gonna double, and I'll give you the exact reason why, but I will hold these coins for a long period of time. So even if it doesn't double or even if it goes down, I am perfectly comfortable with holding these coins through it all. Look, I've recently been seeing some massive opportunities that we've been talking about on the channel, that we've, the altcoin cycle and Ethereum taking off in comparison to Bitcoin. And this is why I'm making this decision. The only thing different that I'm doing is putting a time frame on it. So just understand that. And if you respect the fact that I have an ability to go on the internet and put, a whole bunch of pressure on my shoulders with these types of calls, guys, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button. Some of this content is very time sensitive, like this video right here. It might change or influence your decision to make decisions in the future, but of course, none of this is financial advice. Plus, if you don't subscribe to my channel, how are you going to tell me that I'm wrong in 2 to 3 weeks when my prediction doesn't come to fruition? Again, I think these coins are going to double regardless of the time frame. The time frame is irrelevant. I'm going to make money off these coins. No ifs, ands, or buts. So this is what we're going to do. I'm going to give you my information, okay, like we always do on this channel, and then you're going to piggyback it off of your information because you're responsible and you do your own research and you're not just going to follow my exact trades. And you're going to go into your little notebook in which you take your information and you take notes on all the research you've been doing, and you're going to do your own research. Hopefully. You're gonna do your own research, hopefully. All right, let's jump to the screen. Look, guys, if you look at my channel here, you can see that I literally specifically in this video here, and this video here, try to specifically explain to you this reversal right here that actually came to fruition with my actual prediction. So as you can see here, right here, I was calling buy on Ethereum versus Bitcoin right here. And it ended up being, since that point, which I put out in my course, as you can see from the actual product. This is like a login of my course. You could see these signals from back in the day. I specifically told people to purchase Ethereum around these points, and they actually ended up going through. So as you can see, Ethereum down here, we made a purchase at about 0.026 Satoshis. And since then, we're up about what? We're up about 19%, but I did take profits. Again, I call this in the course. I did take profits at around 0.33, which is about a 22% gain. And you're asking me, what's the significance of that? You guys got to understand this is in comparison to Bitcoin. So Ethereum outcompeted Bitcoin for a short period of time. And the most important part is that it was a very, very safe trade. You got to understand, the only thing I was doing is swapping Bitcoin and Ethereum. And the reason I'm telling you this is, obviously to sell you, to not sell you. The only reason I'm telling you this is because momentum, of course. I'm trying to explain the momentum, right? I'm not trying to sell you a course. I'm trying to explain the momentum. But as you can see here, the same thing, I called it in my video, guys, for free on YouTube. I called this. I literally said that the altcoin cycle is potentially going to start right here at this bottom. I even drew this line before it happened. It actually bounced off pretty decent with a lot of momentum, as you can see here, off of this mark here. So that means this is the top 100 altcoins in comparison to Bitcoin. That's why I think that altcoins could potentially running into a cycle. We see XRP taking off. We're seeing a lot of altcoins, Litecoin. And we've already seen these gains like are ridiculous percentages. Now I want to get kind of specific because if you take where we're at now and you go to maybe the next point of massive resistance, that's about an 8% increase, right? That's about an 8, and you could even say 10 to 12% increase. Now, this last increase from here to here, this is a 14% increase. And if you've been watching the market, coins have been 100xing in short time frames. If you look here, this was only like a 4 or 5 day time frame, people. So this is why I'm predicting that these coins can double in a reasonable amount of time. I mean, it could happen in days, it could happen weeks. I do believe that if you pick the right coins with the right fundamentals, that pump at the right times, we could easily double our money in less than 30 days for sure. And then here's even more evidence. So if you come back over here, this is actually Litecoin. I want you to remember the dates. This was back in 2017 when Litecoin went from $101 all the way to $350. It was a pretty significant jump. And the reason I'm using Litecoin is because Litecoin was in the top 10 when it comes to the market cap of cryptocurrencies. So from here to here, it was a big jump. I want you to remember that date. This is basically saying December 8th, 2017. So if we go to XRP, and the reason, again, I'm using XRP is because it took off by a large percentage back in 2017 around, the same dates. This is December 12th, 2017. What day is today? Think about this, right? And even if you go back to the Bitcoin chart, you can see that around that time, right? This is about a month earlier. This is December when, Bitcoin started taking off. You can see that around that time, there was a test of its all-time high. So here, which was November 4th, Bitcoin got to 7,400, right? As you can see there. And then right here, it tested it again to see if it could break through. It broke through. And then eventually Bitcoin went to, 20K that everybody knows about. But the important part here is that second test. We are actually coming across that second test now. So if we come over here to now, all you have to do is look at it. We're testing the all-time high of Bitcoin for the second time, as you can see here. So if it, goes past $20,000 Bitcoin and actually gets some support above 20K, keep in mind, guys, huge altcoin potential gains are coming right around the corner. That's a fact. So for these cryptocurrencies, guys, I am not going to talk about the project too much. Just understand that I talked about the project in the past, and the fundamentals on these projects are pretty sound. They're just something I already know. Most of these coins I currently already own, so just keep that in mind. So just make sure that you're making your investments for yourself, guys. Do your own research, but I'm gonna run through them really quickly. I'll show you, exactly what I think they're gonna do and the reasons why I think they're gonna double, right? So the first one is Loopring. And the reason for it is because it's been recently catching traction. You can see here the all-time high was, it has like a 10 to 20x potential. I mean, we're at 20 cents. Its all-time high was $2.40. So we have like easily like a 10 to 12x potential there. And I do think it's going to take off because it's actually solving the Ethereum problem. It's going to solve for the next 2 years when it comes to decentralized exchange volume and transaction fees. So they basically make it a lot faster. I'm not going into the fundamentals of the coin, guys. Do your own research and look into it. But recently, in the past 14 days, it's done 33%. I do think it can get back to its recent all-time high. I'm not even talking about this all-time over here. I'm talking about it can easily get back to the 25 cents. And we're currently at 20 cents. So it's going to make a pretty significant jump, in my opinion. And I think it can potentially get back to even, $1. That's easy to say. And if the DeFi market in general takes off, it's going to do well. Now, keep in mind, guys, I am going from least risky to most risky. So if you want the most risky, crazy bet, stay to the end of the video and we'll definitely go over that. Second one, 0x. So 0x, I've been talking about it a lot on my cryptocurrency channel. I just recently accumulated more. It's making a little 30% play in the last 30 days or 14 days. And its recent all-time high was at 73 cents. And it's currently only sitting at 45 cents. So do the math, guys. It can easily get, if it gets past this all-time high, that's what we're talking about, a double. We're doubling our money, right? If it gets past this all-time high. So this is exactly why I purchased it, not considering, its old all-time high, which was significantly more. So again, guys, you don't ever want to look at cryptocurrency in the short term. I do talk about them in the short term because some people just need to make money really quickly, right? And there's nothing wrong with that. And some people just want that short-term time frame. There's nothing wrong with that. And that's what we're talking about it here. But something like this, I'm probably going to hold it a lot longer, to be honest. They're basically a decentralized exchange solution, an off-chain solution for transaction speeds. And I've been talking about them a lot. You can go check out my other videos. Another one, Ren. So Ren's trying to solve the problem of interoperability. So they're basically providing liquidity for all decentralized applications. They're wrapping, so if you look at Ren BTC, it's a wrapped version of Bitcoin. It basically stays the same price as Bitcoin, and you can use it on the Ethereum blockchain. I believe they're going to do it with XRP. I believe they're going to do it with basically any cryptocurrency that is not ERC20 based. I believe that they're going to put it on Ethereum blockchain eventually. So Ren will appreciate in value. Now, the problem with Ren is that it is a governance token and it's at 36 cents. So it's a little bit high. I'm a little bit iffy on this, but I do believe it's going to accumulate value. And if you look at the recent all-time high, you can see that it could easily double or a little less than double in a short time frame if it keeps going up from where it's at. I've already purchased Ren. You guys heard me talk about Ren in other videos, other altcoin videos. I already purchased some, but this might be still a good buying opportunity, to be honest with you guys. Another one, this is probably one of the best buying opportunities. This is another on-chain liquidity protocol. Do you guys see the theme here? I'm not really making too many gambles. I'm just jumping into DeFi projects that are extremely undervalued right now. So Kyber Network is only done like a 40% jump in the last 14 days, 20% in the last 30 days. Its recent all-time high was $1.69. Right now, it's only currently trading at $1.11. So we have a pretty significant, jump to its recent all-time high, and then obviously it's made some crazy gains in the past. I think it can break past this, resistance right here if the altcoin cycle takes off. And for all of these coins, just on a second thought, guys, keep in mind that if the altcoin cycle doesn't take off, I will dollar cost average into these coins, and it doesn't matter to me. It's just going to take a little bit longer to get to where I need to be, basically. All right, so another one, Synthetix Network. I called this in my video as well. I told people to purchase it down here, okay? Free on YouTube, guys. Definitely hit that subscribe button. But I still think it has a, a pretty, significant jump. It's at $5.36. Its recent all-time high was about $7. Do I think it can get to $10? I think there's a reasonable argument you can make there. Personally, I probably won't wait to $10, to be honest. This coin it's not a pump and dump, but if you understand how the lockup works, a lot of it's locked up value. So you have to look at the history of Synthetix Network to make sure nobody's dumping their liquidity on you, because it unlocks after a certain period of time. Synthetic derivatives platforms in general are extremely valuable, and they're just putting every single asset on Earth onto Ethereum blockchain. So I think, it's definitely one of the biggest protocols. This is more of a safe bet. It is up again. I mean, I told people to buy down here, this V-shaped recovery right there. But it still might be a good purchase if it just keeps going up. There's a good potential it can keep, reaping benefits. Just keep in mind, some of these coins, like if it's already up a significant amount, if it's up more than 50 to 100% in the past, 2 weeks, keep in mind that we're going against all my principles. I never chase coins. This is a very specific situation where all altcoins can take off very quickly. I do not want to miss out on it. And to be honest with you guys, I've been making so much money off Bitcoin. Again, all the recent videos, you'll see what I'm talking about. I'm taking on extra risk because I believe the altcoins and Ethereum is going to take off eventually. And when it does, we're going to make a lot of money, right? Now, for the last pick, I want you guys to be very careful with this coin. Do not purchase this if you're a newbie. I won't show you how to purchase it because I don't want any new people purchasing this. This is something you let your money go. You let your money go to zero because the volatility is extreme. It's similar to YFI. Now, there's hardly any fundamentals backing this coin other than the fact that there's people saying that the same person that made YFI could be potentially making Saffron Finance, which is the coin that we're talking about here. Long story short, decentralized earning platforms expose liquidity providers to complex code-driven outcomes. Network participants must evaluate the array of catastrophic scenarios. Basically, what they're saying is when you provide liquidity to the platform, there's a significant and permanent loss, risk. They basically mitigate the risk by narrowing the set of possible outcomes by giving the liquidity providers dynamic exposure. So it's basically something that simulates traditional finance that we definitely need in DeFi to make everything, much more fluid, to, lower risk. As a liquidity provider myself, it's very favorable for me to get something that reduce the risk of impermanent loss and where I can put my money somewhere and just, rest safe that it's going to make money and nobody's going to economically attack my cryptocurrency. So I definitely think Saffron Finance is for sure a value proposition. The problem with this is that the actual creator of Saffron Finance is anonymous, so we don't know who he is. He can rug pull. He can do all types of hacks. This is something, again, I want you to tell you guys, this is the top riskiest of the riskiest play ever. And I'm most likely going to lose my money. But if we're semi-right about this, we could easily 10x our money in less than a month, like we did with Wi-Fi, with my Wi-Fi call that we did in the group, and we did it on the cryptocurrency channel. I know a lot of you have made money on Wi-Fi. This is a similar play, but just understand, I also invested in yams, it went to zero. And this is the risk you take with these plays. You can make a lot of money quick, or you can lose all of it at once, and you have to invest accordingly. If you put all of your money into Saffron Finance and then you try to, complain to me in the comment section that you lost all your money, guys, we should be able to laugh this off in the future, right? Because of how little our investment was, right? It doesn't matter if you don't invest anything. If you, even $50, $100 can go a long way, for your portfolio, because that can turn into $2,000 easily with something like this. Low supply, 40,000 coins, just like Wi-Fi. A pretty good use case, professionally made. It's already been working for a month straight, and they're doing liquidity providing. So if you don't want to buy the coin, I did both. I bought a little bit of the coin, and then I also provided liquidity to get some more. You could do both. That's what I recommend you do, but do not buy a lot because, again, high volatile market, you probably lose your money. In my group, I even put like 15 out of 10 risk. This is the riskiest of the risk play, but I do think it's going to double. I really do. But that's it for this video, guys. If you like the quality of this content, hit like. If you don't, leave some constructive criticism. Subscribe for more video updates. And like I always say, if you don't get with this technology, I promise you will get left behind. Thanks for watching this video, guys. Catch you in the next one.